Hello everyone, welcome to History. Myself Miss Pramila. See, till now we saw various videos on the geography, civics. Today we are going to see on history. See, we have learned many things in history. If we do the study of history, we get know many information, many things, whatever happened in our past. And on the basis of this, what we can do in future that we can understand. So today we are going to see like this such a things which are important to do study, which are essential to know us. Okay, so but do you know we are doing the study of history by using various sources from where uh, uh, from where we are getting this all the sources, how these are ready for us. See, whenever peoples are collecting the information about history, they are doing many things like a excavation. Do you know what is an excavation? See, we are going to see the excavation, even the archaeological site. The archaeological site, an archaeological site is an area from where through excavation we find evidences of people who live in the past. We can also know about their lifestyle, food habits, and other information. We study such things in a branch of study called history. But do you know why do we have to study about this past? We have to know about their lifestyle of people in the past to understand them better. We also need to know how the past influenced the present. History is the systematic study of our past on the basis of available records and materials remains. This society we live in has evolved through the contribution of the ancestors. Do you know why should we study history? See, we study history to know various things like to know about books and literature, to know about buildings and sculptures, even to know about the invention and discoveries, dance and music, also the cultural heritage. We should know about our religions, we should know about our customs and rituals, even the food habits and the lifestyle of the people. Okay, so for that we have to do study. But do you know how to do study of history? Let's see. I will tell you how to do study of history. Do you know the importance of the studying our past? Even it is connected to our present through things that happen in our past. But how do we study our past? You know about our past through the various sources. See, historians have divided our past into two periods, prehistory and history. So, what is the prehistory? Prehistory is the period before the development of human civilization when human did not have a regular and meaningful script for writing and recording the happening of the period. We know about this period through archaeological evidences found from archaeological sites. And the second way is by the second method is the history. History is the period for which we find written records or direct evidences from them. We know about the people, their lifestyle, and their achievements. Such resources could be manuscripts, books, inscriptions, and other evidences like coins, biographies, and autographies. However, history has abundance of literary sources. Now we are going to see the archaeological evidences. There are some archaeological evidences. Many people are involving in the finding such archaeological evidences. To know about the people and their life in the prehistoric and early historic period, we totally depend on material left behind them. It could be the remains of their houses, food in the form of grains stuck at the corner of a broken pot, or the beads of the ornaments they used. Many people help us discover mysteries of the past. Historian, archaeologist, geologist, physicist, anthropologists are some of the experts who help us understand our past. These peoples follow a very interesting process to excavate a site and discover its finding. First place or an area is identified as the probable site of excavation. Next, the area which is marked as an archaeological site is excavated and the material used by the people of that period are dug out very carefully. Then the professionals study these materials in a systematic manner and catalog the same. After that, they find out how old these projects are through a process called carbon dating. Each material discovered tells us different chapter of the story. To understand our past better, each story is fitted in the manner of a jigsaw puzzle to form the whole story. Archaeological evidences are found by archaeologists in an excavation site. These evidences are direct evidences and can be categorized like pot and pottery, inscriptions, coins, beads, ornament, and figurines. See, these are our archaeological evidences. Do you know why do we need to keep records? See, we keep a record so that it becomes easier for the next generation to know about the finding lifestyle and achievements of their ancestors. In the same way, through their written records, we know about the life of our ancestor. But do you know when did human learn to write? See, human learned to write 5500 years ago in Sumer, Mesopotamia, the modern day Iraq. Since then, we find written records of people's achievements in various forms. In the beginning, man wrote and painted wall on wall. Since these were not in the form of any symmetrical and regular script, they cannot be considered as literary records. Later, people started recording the story of the life on bark of trees, leaves, and sometimes on surface like animal skin and animal's bone. Such records, which were written by hand and could be found in many languages, are called manuscript. The record manuscript comes from the Latin word manu, meaning hand. These manuscripts were usually written on palm leaves on the bark of birch tree. Manuscripts are important resource of information as they tell us about the lifestyle, customs, rituals, society and administration of the people of that period. Now we are going to see some literatures. From that we are going to see the religious literature. Religious books like the Vedas, the Bible, the Avesta, and the Puranas were written as manuscripts, and all of them tell about the religious belief, god and goddesses, and the customs and rituals of that time. Epics like the Ramayana and the Mahabharata gives us glimpses of the Vedic period in northern India. Now we are going to see about the secular literature. Writing on which are non-religious like Arthashastra, Meghdootam, Ratnavali are considered to be secular literatures. These writings tell us about the administrative structure and lifestyle of the people of that time. Biographies and the accounts of travelers are also important sources of information as they give an insight about the people, their lifestyle, and the riches found in the country. One of the earliest travelers who visited the country was Megasthenes, a Greek scholar who visited India along with the Alexander around 300 BCE and wrote Indica, a book which gives a details and account of Magad.